What's going on, everyone? This is Ben with liftedimports.com, and we're back today with another edition of what makes this build great. And today I've got Anthony's 2014 Subaru WRX Hatchback that's lifted and ready for outdoor adventures. But before we jump in, if you want to see the full build feature of this car, head over to the liftedimports.com website. Find this build and check out everything that he's done to this vehicle with detailed pictures. So let's jump in. The first thing that anybody needs to take into consideration when building an off-road Subaru is ground clearance. And Anthony chose a Primitive Racing 1¼ inch lift kit paired with Coney yellow shocks. And I think this is absolutely one of the best things you can do for an off-road Subaru. The Primitive Racing lift kits incorporate king springs into them, and so that you have exactly what you need to offset the extra weight that you take on when carrying things like rooftop tents. Now, speaking of rooftop tents, Anthony decided to go with the Tipway Low Pro 2 rooftop tent. He told me specifically, he said, I didn't want anything that was going to kill my gas mileage. The Subaru WRX already doesn't get the best gas mileage in the book, and I didn't want it to be too much worse. And he told me that he drove the thing across the country with zero issues. Next up, you'll notice that Anthony outfitted his Overland WRX with a set of the Method MR501 VT spec, which is a 15x7 inch wheel. I think that anybody that's off-roading in a Subaru that has the option to downsize to a 15-inch wheel and tire should absolutely do that. And he's wrapped that wheel with Yokohama Geolandar Geo15s, which are the same all-terrain tire that comes on the Wilderness editions that Subaru has now come out with. That tire is lightweight, performs very well off-road, but still has fantastic on-road manners. And what about the WRX brakes? You might be thinking, but a 15-inch wheel is never going to clear WRX brakes. Well, folks, in this situation, that wheel is specifically designed to fit over the WRX brakes in the front and the rear with no issues. So I think this was a fantastic choice on Anthony's part to get something strong, lightweight, that gives him an additional amount of sidewall for off-roading. And finally, we got to talk about Anthony's custom-built, custom-designed, made-by-hand overlanding trail kitchen setup. He built this drawer system that holds everything that he needs to cook and eat out of the back of his WRX while he's out on the trails. He made it by himself and designed it. I think this thing is absolutely cool. And he also has a small refrigerator that he put in the back of the WRX. And in order to power that, he ran a dual battery setup using Melee Design firm battery mounts. So he's got a smaller battery up in front that starts the vehicle, and then he's got a secondary battery that's in the rear of the vehicle that powers things like the refrigerator and other off-road accessories that he's got. Guys, this doesn't even scratch the surface of everything that Anthony's done to this car. If you want to see all the details, if you want to see more pictures, and if you want to get in touch with Anthony and learn more about him and his journey with this car, head over to the liftedimports.com website. Check out this article. I'm going to link it in the bio. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. I want to continue to grow it so we can share everybody's builds. And until next time, let's get on some trails and have some fun.